Hello everybody and welcome again to my channel, your maths and science tutor. Today we are going to study about one of the most important topic based in fraction and percentage, right? And the name of the chapter, it is obviously going to be displayed in front of your screen right now. And the name of the topic is how to convert fractions into percentage. So then I mean to say that I will be telling you, I will be teaching you how to convert any fractions into percentage. This is the main motto of the today's lecture here. So I want to tell you one thing, that whenever there is any fraction given to you, so the fraction is going to be only to like proper fraction or improper fraction. Basically, fractions are of two types, proper and improper, that you know very well, right? There are so many fractions there after also proper and improper. But in general, we can classify the whole fractions as proper and improper. So before entering into the chapter, I want to tell you one thing, that quick glimpse about the proper and improper fraction I want to give it to you. So what is the proper fraction over here? Say, for example, if I write 3 over 4, so you all know that the number written at the top is the numerator and number written at the bottom is denominator. So whenever you are getting numerator lesser than the denominator, right? Then the fraction getting obtained here, it is proper fraction. For example, it was 3 over 4. So for many examples can be possible, like 5 over 7, right? So this numerator, which is 5, and this denominator, which is 7, this 5 is lesser than 7. So this is going to be your proper fraction. In the opposite way, if we are discussing about improper fraction, so improper fraction is what? If the numerator you are going to have is greater than the denominator of the fraction, you are going to have the improper fraction first. And say, for example, what are going to be examples of improper fractions possible? The proper fraction is going to be 3 over 4. So if we want to reverse it, if we want to reciprocate, right, the fraction you will get is obviously the improper fraction. So 3 over 4 was a proper. So what I'm going to do now is 4 over 3, okay? 4 over 3, right? So this is going to be your improper fraction. In the same way, 5 over 7 was your proper fraction. So if I want to reverse it, we are going to get 7 over 5. So this is going to be your improper fraction. So in the first half, in the first instance of this topic, I have tried to let you know that fractions, whole fractions will be converted back into proper and improper, and how to identify proper and improper fraction for sure, because you have to identify that first. Now, for the next step, what I want to tell you, that if any fractions are given to you, how you are going to convert back into percentage. So let's try to see how the rule works and what is the procedure for the same. I wanted to written over here. Then what is the procedure? Procedure means step. What is the rule? I mean, procedure, you just understand procedure and rule are the same. Are you really rule, right? So what is the rule? See, try to understand. If you have to convert anything, not only fraction, if you have to convert the number, if you have to convert a decimal, if you have to convert a fraction into percentage, if you have to convert into percentage, just remember one thing, that you have to multiply the fraction by, I have written fraction because we are concerned about fraction only, right? By 100. And thereafter, you have to put a sign of percentage, right? So this is the procedure. This is the procedure. And one more important thing, very, very important thing I want to tell you, that in case of proper fraction, if you can identify the fraction is proper and they want you to convert back into percentage. So always remember one thing, that value of percentage is lesser than 100%. The value you are going to obtain in case of proper fraction in corresponding percentage, it will be always less than 100%. And in case of improper fraction, if the improper fraction is there, right? So the value over there, value of percentage will be greater than 100%. So this is the main thing that I want to demonstrate in front of you. Okay, if the fraction is proper, it will be lesser than 100%. And if the fraction is improper, the value is going to be more than 100% for sure. Right. Let's see what is the step over here. You have to multiply by 100 and thereafter you have to put the sign of percentage. This is the main rule, basically. Let's see some examples. Let's see examples how to do it. For example, if I do write 3 over 5. We see that numerator is 3 and denominator is 5, and numerator is lesser than that of denominator. So what is going to be? It is obviously proper fraction, right? We can understand it very definitely that this is proper fraction. And what about the rule to do that in back into percentage? So this 3 over 5 is going to be multiplied by 100. To make it simple, we're going to write like 100 over 1 as a fraction, right? And don't forget to put it inside the bracket and thereafter sign of percentage. This is most essential. I know I want to tell you one more thing before this, and the thing is try to understand two numbers getting multiplied with themselves, and they are going to give you 100 because it is going to give you very essential information over here. Like 5 times 20 is 100, 10 times 10 is 100, and 4 times 25 is 100. This is most important table. 4 times 25 is going to be 100, right? And you can say 2 times 50 is going to be 100. Why I have written over here? Because this is going to be useful while we are calculating it. So see here, 5 is in the denominator and 100 is in the numerator. So how we are going to do it now? 5 times 20, right? 20 times 3 is going to give you 60%. See, this was proper fraction. 3 over 5 was proper fraction. And what the value of percentage we have got? It's 60%, which is obviously less than 100%. Whenever you see there is a fraction less than 100%, just keep it in mind that its corresponding fractional value will always be a proper fraction for sure, right? So let's take some more example. Like if I write 7 over 50, right? This is also going to be proper fraction because numerator over here is 7, which is lesser than denominator, which is 50, right? So what is the procedure? What is the procedure? It's very simple. You have to multiply it by 100. You have to multiply it by 100. And to make it simple, just write 100 over 1 and don't forget to put the sign of percentage thereafter, right? See here, 50 times 2 I have written is 100, right? So 50 times 2 is 100, right? So you're going to get 14%. What do you see? 14%. What does it mean? It is obviously lesser than 100%, right? So this is going to be the case of proper fraction. Let's take another example. Let's take another example and see how it works in case of improper fraction. Just take some improper fraction like uh, uh, 5 over 4. This is an improper fraction because the numerator over here is 5 and denominator over here is 4, and this numerator is greater than denominator. So what is going to be? It is going to be the case of improper fraction. And what is the procedure? Procedure is very simple. You have to just multiply by 100, right? And thereafter, don't forget to put the sign of percent. This is the rule, right? To make easier calculation, do write 100 as 100 over 1, right? And how you going to cancel it? 4 times 25 is 100, right? Let's see, 25 times 5 is going to give you 125%. So see, what I have got here, 125%, which is greater than 100%. And once you get the value greater than 100%, what does it mean? This is the case of improper fraction for sure. Okay, so let's do some more example. Like if I write 7 over 4, okay, I have written 7 over 4. So here numerator is 7 and denominator is 4, and numerator is obviously greater than denominator. So this is the case of improper fraction. So how to deal with this improper fractions? It's very simple. It's 7 over 4, and don't forget to multiply by 100 because you have to get the percentages right? And write 100 as 100 over 1, and don't forget to put it inside the bracket along with the sign of percent, right? See, 4 times 25 is going to give you 100, right? So 25 times 7 is what? Is what? It's 175%. So main motto of this video was to make you aware about fact that most of the students do understand that percentage is up to 100 only. No, it can be 100, 200%, 300%, 400% may be possible, right? You always don't think about that the percentage is going to be below 100%. No, it can be more than 100% also. Just see, for example, and when they can be more than 100%, they can be in the case of improper fraction. So to just remind all those examples we have studied today, let's have a quick way in the have a quick way in the final touch of this lecture. The question will be convert into percentage. Very simple. I will not going to change the question statement. A simple question they are going to give you, into convert into percentage. Very simple. And they are going to write you some like 7 over 4. Next question is 9 over 2. The third question they are going to give you like 4 over 25. And the fourth question they are going to give you 9 over 50. Let's see. I have just written joint examples of proper and improper fraction. So for this 7 over 4, how it is possible here? The rule is just multiply 7 over 4 by 100 and don't forget to put the sign of percentage. Try to make 100 as 100 over 1. So it's 4 times 25 going to give you 100, and 25 times 7 is 175%. This is the required value. If you're going to convert 7 over 4 into percentage, you will get 175%. And if you convert 175% back into fraction, you will get 7 over 4. That we will see in the next lecture, right? And the next question is 9 over 2. So what about this 9 over 2? 9 over 2 times 100. And try to make 100 as 100 over 1, and this is your percentage sign. So 2 times 50 is going to be 100, right? So 50 times 9, you are going to get the answer. So it's 9 times 5 is 45, followed with 10. So it's for 450%. See here, it is greater than 100%. It means 9 over 2 will always be improper fraction. Okay. Next comes with third question over here. This is 4 over 25. So as it seems to be 4 over 25, numerator is lesser than that of denominator. So it is the case of proper fraction. And don't forget to multiply by 100, thereafter followed with the sign of percentage. So 25 times 4 is going to be 100. So 4 times 4 is 16. So this is what the 16%, which is lesser than 100%. So obviously it is the case of a proper fraction getting involved over here. Okay, last question. 9 over 50 was there. So what we have to do now? 9 over 50 times 100. And don't forget to put the sign of percentage that I keep on telling you every time, and write 100 as 100 over 1. So 50 times 2 is going to be 100, so it is 18%. So this is what we have got 18%. It means it is less than 100%. It means it's the case of proper fraction. So in this video, we have tried to make you understand that how you can convert any fraction back into percentage and how you can get the value lesser than 100% and greater than 100% with a lot of examples we have discussed over here. Right. So that's all for this video now. Well, in the next video, we will try to learn more about the fractions and other things, right? Till then, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe this channel and along with the bell icon so that any further updates you can easily go through.